I guess I can take these off. Let's see if this works. Hopefully, yeah, there we go, Okay, testing. How y'all doing? I'm gonna do some giveaways today. I have these cards, these little poetry postcards. If you write me, you can get these for free. But I'm also gonna do some giveaways of these other postcards that I have that I really enjoyed. So, these poetry postcards, bam, hello everybody. And then there's QR codes on the back. I like this one because it looks like there's like the sun, but it's actually, well, like it looks like it's like the sun's shining on it, like you can see right here. But it's actually this, it's just a kind of a cool graphic. I really liked making this one. Anyways, I'm gonna give these poetry postcard packs away. So I'm gonna give some of these away on this live today. So if you want one, I'm gonna figure out how to do this. We'll do a giveaway of these, and then I'll get you to send an email. Ciao, bello. Hey, Pammy. We'll do a giveaway of some of these, and I'm thinking probably the best way to do it is you're gonna have to send an email to my admin, and then we'll get the details from you to get these shipped off to you for free. Now, if you don't get one of those as a win, you can send me a letter to my P.O. box, and you can get one of these for free. So we'll ship these. We mail these to you for free wherever you are in the world. And it's a poem from me. It's a poetry postcard, I like to call it, and then a little message from me as well. Those are free. And then this one, we're going to be doing some giveaways. So you get this from me for free. It's like a little signed card saying thank you. And I actually signed these ones by hand. And then you get 5 poems, bam. And then on the back, you scan the QR code, and then you can watch a video of me reading the poem and talking about it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I think how we're gonna do this is we're gonna chat. I'm gonna bring people up on whatever, like a join call here, where you chat with me on Instagram, where you request to chat, and then let's do it this way. So whoever requests to chat and I talk to you, if I like randomly pick you, you get one of the poetry postcard packs. That'll probably be the easiest way, because then my assistant can review the live stream and then message you on Instagram and get your details for these poetry postcards. I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's make sure my volume's turned up so we can chat with people. And then, yeah, and if you wanted these ones, these cards, these are free. You just send a letter saying, I would like a poetry postcard to P.O. Box, I don't know if you guys can read this, P.O. Box 1110, Okotoks Station, Maine, Okotoks, Alberta, T1S 1B2, and I will type that in the chat here so you guys can see it. P.O. Box 1110, Okotoks Station, you can just do STN, Maine. And then the next line you'd put Okotoks, Alberta. Okotoks, Alberta. And then the last line, well, you probably put the postal code and then Canada. Yeah, let's do that. I can never remember which way it goes. T1S 1B2, and then you got to put if you're not in Canada, then you got to put the country Canada. All right, so there's the address. Can I pin a comment? Pin comment. So there's the address. So if you send a letter to me there, then my assistant will get your letter, and then we'll ship you one of these in the mail right to you. Like I said, there's a poem on there. It's one of my favorite poems called Loyal Love. And it's from my latest book of poetry, Time Has Come. And then on this side, I have a little message for you that says hello. This is my signature, but it's printed signature. Whereas this signature, it's actually me signing it. So that's what we're going to do and hang out and chat. I like to do giveaways. We're doing a giveaway tomorrow for my Sovereign Creators chat, which is this is the Sovereign Creators logo that I've created, and some new merch for the Sovereign Creators on timehascome.com. We're doing a chat with them tomorrow, and we're doing some giveaways of this merch. It's all about giveaways right now. I'm in the giveaway mode. So we're giving away some of the new merch for the Sovereign Creators. Now, this merch is available on my website, but it's hidden. So it's only for the people that are subscribers of timehascome.com at the top level, which is the Sovereign Creators. I really like how this turned out. I think it looks dope. And the Sovereign Creator chat is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Or is it today? It's tomorrow. No, it's tomorrow. It's definitely not today, but I'm trying to get my time zones right because I'm in Australia right now. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. And we're going to be giving away some of this stuff as well. So for those Sovereign Creators that are already watching this live stream, you know who you are. We're going to be giving away some of this. So this is what it looks like. It's a nice, I really like this sweater. And I got sweatpants too that go with it. So I got my whole track suit. Irene says the new merchandise is fantastic. Thanks, Irene. Yeah, it's really nice. I really enjoy it. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to do some giveaways. And tomorrow we're going to do some giveaways. It's all about the giving, right? I had a good chat with my friend Jaron Meche. He was on my podcast in the very, very beginning of it. And one of my favorite chats with him was we talked about giving and growing the most. So aligning yourself with people, situations, jobs, living. Where can you give and grow the most? Where can you in your life find yourself in a position to be able to give your best, give your gifts, and be able to grow and expand as well, while staying in integrity with yourself and staying, have that self-respect for yourself. That to me has been a great compass in my life. Is like, okay, let's feel into this. Is this an area where I can grow? Is this an area where I can give my gifts? Then yeah, let's do it. Sid Liz 99 says, I'm a poetry writer myself. What gives you your inspiration? Well, that's awesome, Sid Liz. I'm guessing your name is like Sydney Elizabeth, maybe? I'm not sure. But I'm going to call you Sid for now. Sid, that's awesome that you're also a poetry writer. I get my inspiration from just being honest with myself and kind of tapping into what I'm feeling and experiencing and what I find beautiful, what I find challenging, what I find brings me peace. To me, the most meaningful poetry that I've kind of tap into is when I just get like raw and I just see what's actually going on, and I appreciate even the most difficult things and just feel it. I've never been a fan of poetry that's like too, like, what do you call it? Like just like wordy, like it's just like, over the top. I'm not necessarily the best with my vocabulary or my rhyming. My focus primarily is just to, as best I can and as simply as I can, express something that I feel really meaningful or really impactful. Not to show off, not to try and get people to think I'm a good writer, but simply to appreciate the experience of being alive and the gratitude of the moment or of what I'm going through or the difficulty of that in a way that can be understood by others, that they can also feel. And that's why I do the reflections too. You'll get, when you scan these QR codes with your phone, it'll bring up a link and then there'll be a video and then there's a reflection question as well. And I've chosen to do poetry that way because, I don't know, I just want to include you too. It's like, I want you to take a step back and be like, well, how do I navigate this area of my life? Or how do I feel about this? Or when I'm struggling with this in my day-to-day, what's my process for this? Because ultimately I'm, sharing the poetry of my own, but my like secret goal is to inspire you to write or to create in your own way. So to me, the inspiration just comes from the experience and the blessing of life, Sid. And I'm inspired by like the golden ticket, like the secret, like I said, the secret that I have is that I want others to be to get to that place of inspiration and connection to their own lives, and appreciate their lives. That to me is like the best golden ticket ever, and I love that. But Sid, I'll check out your poetry. So thank you for sharing your comment and your question there. That's awesome. I'm not sure how to say your name. Lura la 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 says, how are you able to find your gifts? I think gifts are things that come to you that you enjoy doing. It's a lot of people have put it this way, and I agree with that, where you can spend time doing this and it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel tedious, whereas some people will be like, oh my gosh, I could never do that. That's just, ugh. I enjoy, let's say, for instance, I enjoy making movies and writing poetry. With these poetry postcards, I made little videos that go with each one of them, and I enjoy it. It's a lot of work. I have drone shots and set up the cameras and edit it all together and find the right music and put the title cards and do all that stuff. That's work, and it takes time. It's not super complicated, but it takes time and it takes effort. For some people, it's too much. It's just too many buttons to know and understand, and codecs, and how do you get this to match with this, and how do you cut to there, and it's a lot to learn, right? It's getting easier with newer tools, but for some people, it just doesn't really resonate with them. For me, I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of work, but I enjoy it because there's a flow of energy that moves through me when I'm doing it, that those things are much easier. So for some people, it's like, math and numbers. I've enjoyed math as well. For some people, they love to write. For some people, they could spend lots of time reading these certain books about history and whatnot. So the secret, I think, is paying attention to what things you enjoy doing in your life that other people might feel like it's a lot of work or it's not worth their time, but you just really enjoy it. You love learning about animals. Peter Harvey Film is in the house. Peter Harvey Film, one of my oldest friends. I think that's the way to uncover your gifts, is just pay attention to where you're in your life that you love doing something. And even though there's work involved, there's learning involved, there's growth involved, it feels exciting for you. It feels like you could do it forever. I love learning about technology. I love magic. I love making movies. I love telling stories. I love talking to people. I love learning about who they are and what makes them tick. That doesn't feel like work for me. I feel very inspired by it and tapped into it. So that to me is like, okay, let's move into that more. So how can I give and grow in that area more? And that's a great compass to find your gifts and to tap into them. I dig it. Dave is in the house. Dave says that's coaching for me. Yeah, right? Some people might think that, I think, Dave, you coach volleyball. Probably, I don't know if you coach anything else, but, coaching volleyball, some people may be like, it's a lot of work. You got to do these lesson plans. You got to show up at the games. You got to, individually, deal with these people and they're late to practice or they're whatever, but there's a great fulfillment. I did a little bit of coaching myself for football, and it was so fulfilling to help these young kids learn football. And then later on in life, and I'm sure, Dave, you've experienced this as well, these young kids, they see you as like this parental figure or role model, or like they look up to you. And they have this special place in their hearts when they see you. Even after, maybe you're not coaching them anymore. That happened to me, where I ran into some kids that I had coached when they were a lot younger. And they had grown up and they were teenagers, and they were kind of like, testing the boundaries of certain behavior that's acceptable. And it was funny because I walked towards them like, oh man, these kids look like trouble. and then I saw them and they saw me and they recognized who I was. And they're like, Coach Graham. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are the kids I used to coach. And their behavior and everything immediately shifted back to when I coached them and they were kids again. And it was fascinating to watch. But yeah, coaching is a beautiful skill and gift as well, to be able to communicate in sports or whatever, how to build a team, how to lead a team, how to overcome the upsets and the downs, how to stay calm when the highs, how to get that sort of get in the zone. One of my favorite coaches when I was a kid, he and I had never done this before. He was a volleyball coach. It was in elementary school. And he said, I want you to stand at where you're going to serve the volleyball, and I don't want you to serve it. I just want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself doing the serve, throwing the ball up in the air and hitting it and watching it go over the net in a great shot. Just visualize it. And so he spent, I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes just visualizing the act of hitting the ball. And then he said, okay, now we're going to do it. And it's so powerful. I know there's studies on this. I don't have them in front of me, but there is something along the lines of like the neurons and the way your brain fires through visualization is so similar to when you actually do it that your brain actually doesn't really know the difference. So you can actually build these neural pathways in your brain and reinforce your learning just through visualization. Obviously, you want to then actually do it because there's going to be extra things that you learn in there as well. But the visualization process is so powerful. And anyways, that was the first time I'd ever done it in sports, and I thought that was great. Speaking of visualization, just before I started this live stream, I did a little visualization too with a hypnosis guy. His name's Paul McKenna, and I was just doing some of his stuff, which is really fun too. Yes, I do have a favorite poet. I have lots of favorite poets. I'm trying to get one specifically on my podcast soon, because I think that would be just so much fun to have him on my podcast. And his name in the moment here is escaping me, but let me just pull up my computer here. If anybody knows who I'm talking about in my timehascome.com, I talked about having him on my podcast. And sometimes when you're trying to remember someone's name, it just jumps out of your head. And his name is, because I'm going to find it right here. I've talked a lot about his work, and I love his work. It is... And if you haven't already heard of this poet, you should check him out, because he's on Substack as well. His name... yes, David White. White is spelled with a Y. White. David White. He's a fantastic poet, and I've seen a lot of his earlier work as well. He reminds me of Joseph Campbell, who's one of my favorite, and not a poet, but lover of storytelling and mythology. So yeah, I would say that's for sure. And Dave says, I dig it. Dave says it's mostly volunteer for his coaching as well. So that must be even more fulfilling, right? When you're doing it out of the pure love in your heart of the sport or the people, and you're just contributing back. I love that. Oh, by the way, people don't know, Dave is Donnie Mac's brother. And I know Dave because Dave and Don and we all went and did Cruise with a Cause years ago on motorcycles. And that was an epic time. That was so much fun. Okay. Oh, I've missed a lot of comments. Okay, let's answer the question that everybody asks every time I do a live stream. Are you going back to Heartland? Short answer is no. Long answer is no, because they shot me. Not much longer. But actually, it's funny you say that, because I think I had a dream the other night that I was back on the show. And it was really weird, because the character's dead. But yeah, maybe that's just because Kerry James and I are planning on making a movie together in the future, and it would be really fun to work with Kerry James and some of the other of my old friends from Heartland. So maybe that's what the dream was. I was dreaming of the future when we're working together again, just on a different project. Why do people ask that your character died? Yeah, I think I get messages like this all the time. I think it's just people enjoyed the show, and they know me from the show, right? So they're like, hey, you're that guy from the show. I want you to go back to that show because I really enjoyed it. To me, I take that as a compliment. Can you imagine if it was the other way? Imagine if people were like, man, I'm so glad you're dead. Peter Harvey wants to produce it. Okay, Peter, let's talk about this, man. Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. Yeah, Peter, I actually would love if you wanted to be on board. I don't know what your plans are, but we're planning on maybe shooting early next year. It should be really fun. Kerry came up with a really good idea, and we've been workshopping it. I'm going out to Canada July sometime, and we're gonna go just map out the whole story and script and such, and bring it all together here. So, and get it cracking. I'm really excited for that. Yeah. So Nightshade says Ty Borden was a major inspiration. His life story was amazing. Thank you. So that's what I was going to say, was that I think I'm really grateful that people were like, hey, I enjoyed the show so much. I enjoyed your character. Like, I want you to go back to the show. Like, as opposed to, man, I'm so glad your character's gone. Or if everyone was like, man, I don't even remember the Ty Borden character. Like who was he? I don't even remember. Oh, you were on that show? Like, at least you made an impact, right? You've told some stories that have touched people's lives. So while in the immediate reaction to some people's questions continually asking me when am I going back, I have to answer that question every time. But I also recognize that it's a beautiful compliment that people have resonated with the stories that I was blessed to be a part of with Heartland. So much so that they're like, man, we miss the stories, which I'm very honored to have been a part of that project and tell those stories. That's something that I think is one of the most beautiful parts about storytelling, is the impact that you get to have on other people's lives and that's what I love about movies when I watch movies, and they've changed my life. Peter Harvey and I talked about this on our podcast too, the effect that filmmaking and storytelling can have on people. And some people see it as just purely entertainment and just time to relax, soothe and just enjoy life, nothing too crazy. Other people want to be entertained. Other people want to think. Other people want to reflect on their lives and be emotionally moved. For me, my favorite type of films are ones that have me reflect on and get me closer to a deeper sense of appreciation and acknowledgement of the blessing of my life. Man, those films, I love those films. So those are the type of films I obviously want to make, because I want to give that gift back to others as well. Okay, so just so you know, if you're just joining now, let's do a little recap, and then we're going to bring some people in. I see we got about 20 people that have requested to chat. So if you want to request to chat, and I pick you, I'm going to send you a pack of these 5 poetry postcards. Come with a little signed card from me saying thank you. On the back, you can scan this with your phone, and then it will bring up a video that comes along with it, and you can watch the video, hear me talk about the poem, and have a good time. So if you get picked, expect a message from me or my team. Okay, expect a message from me, Graham Wardle, with the verified check thing, because there's so many scammers out there that will probably take that and be like, hey, I'm Graham's assistant, I'm Graham's team, give me your banking details and we'll send you this. So I will send you a personal message if I select you to chat, and then I will get your details from this verified account so that we can send you a pack of these poetry postcards. Now, if you don't get one of those, but you still want a poetry postcard, you can send me a message. That's the pinned comment, is the P.O. box. If you send me a letter, you got to send me a letter. I know people don't do that anymore, but you got to send me a letter. And if you do, with your name and address, all that stuff, we will send you this in the mail right back. So that's the mailing address at the bottom of your screen there. The P.O. Box 1110, Okotoks Station, Maine, Okotoks, Alberta, T1S1B2 in Canada. That's where you can get yourself a poetry postcard for free. Otherwise, we're going to give these away to the people that wanted to jump up and chat. So what we're going to chat about is whatever you want to chat about. So I want to learn about you. This is what I love to do, is to talk with people from all over the world. See where you're at, see what you're up to. If you want to chat, there's a button at the bottom of your screen that's like a little video camera, I believe. You can touch that and you can request to join. And just one quick comment before, I kind of briefly mentioned this, but there are so many scammers out there. There's new ones every day. There's probably scammers watching this live right now. So they're in unfortunate places in their lives where they're trying to make money somehow. And I have, from the people that have shared with me horror stories of getting scammed, they've made quite a bit of money off impersonating myself and other people as well online, and they create conversations with people, and they get them to feel like they're special, and then they eventually tell a story about getting sick or needing money or something, and many of these people have developed a fake relationship with a scammer, probably in Nigeria somewhere or another country. The one I spoke with was in Nigeria. That's why I use that country, because I actually started speaking with one, trying to understand why they did what they do. And he was about, I think he was about 16, 17 years old, and his friend just told him it was a way to make money. And he was so confused that I was talking to him. He's like, "You're a celebrity. You should be talking. Like, why are you talking to me?" And I was like, "Well, because I'm trying to figure out why you're scamming people." Anyways, I tried to pay him money to like help me out and have a real job and hire him to do something for me as opposed to scamming people. But I don't know what happened. He just stopped responding after that. But anyways, there are lots of scammers out there, so you got to be very careful. They'll use my photo. They will private message you. They'll say that they're from my team, or they're Graham Wardle private chat. There's so many of them. I'm sure you probably see them with other people as well. They're really bad on Facebook. But anyways, there's my PSA. If you're chatting with someone and you think it's me, it's not me. Okay? It's just not me. And I'm on Substack. That's where timehascome.com is. And there's even scammers there. They're way better on Substack at removing them. But they're even there too. So you gotta be careful. I will message people on Substack. But again, like any messages, you can see the check mark beside my name. But when there's like another account that has the check mark in their profile photo, or it says like verified in their name, that's not the verification, right? So they're trying to get people to believe that it's verified when it's not. So when I call somebody up and I chat with you, I'll write your username down, and then afterwards I'll send you a message so that I can get your contact details and pass them off to my assistant so that we can get you the pack of poetry postcards. Now, if you want a pack of them as well, you can get them on my website. So AI doesn't help with that, says M. Baker. You know, M. Baker, this is what I was saying the other day, and I'll get right to the chats after this. You know how easy it would be to do like a facial recognition thing where it's like, oh, someone's using a photo of this face, let's say, for instance, my face, and it's like, oh, they have the same name, the same face, and they have private chat or whatever in the name. How easy would it be for AI to be like, that is like a 99% chance that's a scammer? How easy would that be? Or, here's another one. You flick a switch on Instagram, and anybody that has the same name as you that's trying to follow you, you get a warning and you have to approve them before they can follow you or comment on your stuff. That is it is so easy to implement, but they don't do it, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. There must be some other reason. I can't prove it, but I kind of feel like there's a bad reason that they don't do it. I don't know. It's, you know, maybe they want you to pay for there's a thing you can pay for to like get direct support from Facebook. So maybe that's what it is. They're trying to get you to pay for it. Heavy metal detox smoothie. Get it in you. Oh, awesome, Dream Writer 93. Writing your very first poetry book. That's amazing. Good for you. Looking forward to it. Okay. You guys are asking really good questions. This is really helpful, and I do want to go live with many of you. Please explain Substack. I promise that I'm going to go live. So let's go live, then I'll answer some of these questions. Go live with some of you guys. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring these up. I'm going to scroll and stop. Brittany Miller. Still? I'm going to write that down as soon as she comes on screen. Brittany Miller was the first one. Brittany Miller. There she is. Brittany Miller. Brittany!
Hi!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm
Broccoli,
very well.
here.
I'm writing down.
Oh, sorry, my
Hello?
son. Hi, my son is. Hi!
Hey, son. What's your name?
Bradley.
Bradley. What a good name, Bradley. How old are you?
8.
You're 8. Oh, okay, awesome. And what does Bradley like to do for fun? Does he like to ride bikes?
Ride bikes and play Roblox.
Oh, you like to play Roblox.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Where do you play Roblox? On your like Nintendo Switch or your computer? Where do you play?
my PlayStation.
Oh, you have a PlayStation. Wow, thanks, Mom. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty nice.
I'm not lying. Sorry, my kids are all like super excited. You want to say hi?
Hello. Who is this? Your sister, Bradley?
Yeah,
What's your sister's name, Bradley?
Haley.
Hey, Haley. How are you?
Good.
What are you up to today?
Just calling my friend.
Are you just calling your friend? What are they up to? Were you guys gonna hang out?
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. I like the lights you guys got going up. There's like some Christmas lights you got hanging up there in the background.
Yeah, we have them all hung up and some LEDs.
Oh, look at that. It's like a disco party in there.
Yeah, always. Positive vibes.
Awesome, Brittany. Well, thanks for raising your hand to chat. I like to learn about people that are online and on following me on Instagram. So tell everybody watching where you're from.
We're from Napanee, Ontario.
Napanee, Ontario. Okay, beautiful. And how's it out there? How's the weather out there? Is it warming up yet?
It is warm. It's nice and warm.
Oh, good. Good. Awesome. And Brittany, what do you? I see you have probably 3 kids there. Did I see?
Yeah.
You have 3 kids with you?
Yes, I have 3.
Awesome. And what was the other one? We missed the introduction to the other child that you have.
Gracie.
Gracie, beautiful name. That's my little sister's name as well.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Gracie, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you as well. Now, I'm assuming you probably have seen the show that I was on because you mentioned the Ty Borden character. You like Heartland? Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was your favorite character? Did you like Grandpa Jack the best?
No, you.
Oh, me? Nice. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Well, good to chat with you all. So, Brittany, I wanted to ask you a few questions. What do you? I know you got probably a lot on your plate right now because you got 3 kids and you're a full-time mom. I'm assuming, but what do you like to do for fun? How do you take care of Brittany and enjoy yourself?
I like to be outside. I like to go for walks, and I'm pretty spiritual. So right now I've been doing a lot of like manifestation work and just kind of working on me.
Awesome. What kind of manifestation stuff are you into? Like the secret stuff or?
Well, I have a lot of like plants, and I've been doing like a lot of herbal work and like kind of matching so like colors and plants and herbs and the frequencies each have a frequency, and I'm trying to match them all together into like what I want to manifest in life.
Wow, where'd you learn this? Is this something you've created yourself, or is this something that you've learned?
Honestly, I learned it from going into my astrology chart, and like then I did like a deep dive into it, and then I started like learning different rituals. ChatGPT helps me out a lot with it. So yeah, I like started deep diving into it, and I learned so much, and it was like different things would make sense, and then it's hard to explain because until you like do it yourself, you don't even. Once you start doing it yourself and like you understand numerology and astrology and energy and all of that, it's quite intense and awesome.
Wow. I've only scratched the surface with astrology, but I know it's quite powerful when you understand all that and how it
Very
influences
much.
people and their personality and whatnot. Yeah, it's super
Yeah,
cool to learn about.
into like I'm doing ancestral stuff right now and kind of learning about ancestral healing.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. And is this through astrology as well, or a different thing with ancestral healing?
Well, so in your astrology chart, there is ancestral. It'll talk about like if you have ancestral patterns or healing or trauma. And in my chart, like not to go into it, but like in mine, I have a lot of ancestral trauma that needed to be healed. So I'm trying to heal it.
Oh, and you do that through herbs?
Well, I'm doing it through rituals. So herbs are part of the rituals. So I've got like so there's different candle colors, there's different herbs, there's different, like I'll burn different herbs, or I'll use different crystals. And I try to ground it to make it not just spiritual, but logical too.
Ah,
Like
okay.
everything has an energy, and like everything matches each energy.
Yeah, I love that
And
because
honestly, since I started doing it, my life has gone. What? Hi.
nice. Well, one of the things that
Yeah.
I love about the conversation around vibration, that at first it felt like too out there, but then I saw, I'm sure you've seen that too, where they have that metal plate and they put that sand on the metal plate and they have the different vibrational tones and it forms those different patterns. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, Brittany, go go online and look at that. It's like a sound patterns sand metal plate thing. If you just type that into YouTube, you can figure it out. You can find it. And so what
Yeah.
people do is
Okay.
they get sand and they put it on a metal plate and they have like a speaker underneath. And when they turn the speaker to certain frequencies, like 432 hertz or those different frequencies,
Yeah.
they will form these beautiful shapes on the plate. And as the frequency goes up, it goes into disarray. And then when it hits that next frequency, it goes and it forms a new pattern. And
Oh
those patterns
my
are the
gosh.
same patterns in like a tomato, how a tomato forms, or
Yeah.
how a sunflower forms. So it's like
Okay.
there's these vibrational codes in life, in nature, that are at these specific frequencies that then show up in fruits and vegetables and different things in life. It's anyways, when you talk about vibration and stuff like that, and like
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's
yeah,
exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to match the frequencies to what I want to manifest in my life right
yeah,
now.
that's super cool, Brittany. Awesome. Okay, last question for you before I let you go.
Yeah.
Your username is two questions for you. Your username is Brittany
Miller.
Miller Sig. Okay. So I'll send you a message after from this account. Don't accept any other messages from other accounts that are pretending to be me. And I'm going to
Okay.
send you one of these poetry packs of my poetry postcards
Okay.
with the 5 cards for free. So that's on me, but I just wanted to let you know so there's no scammers try
Okay.
and
Thank you.
get
I
stuff
really
from me.
appreciate that. Thank
You're most
you.
welcome. Okay, and my last question for you is my magic painting question. So, Brittany, if you've never heard it before, it's if you had on your wall a magic painting that anytime you looked at this painting, Brittany, you could feel any feeling you wanted to feel to any degree that you wanted to feel it. What feeling would Brittany choose, and what would be on your painting to represent that feeling for you?
In the painting, so it would be gratitude,
Okay,
because I'm very,
nice.
very, very grateful, and gratitude, it's very powerful. And it would have in the painting my children, and it would have a
Yes.
tree.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Any particular type of tree?
An oak,
An oak
strong,
tree.
strong like the
Beautiful.
oak.
Beautiful. And specific colors. Is it like sunset? Is it midday? There are blues in the sky. Is it pinks? What kind of colors do you see?
Yes, sunset, pinks, purple,
Yeah,
sunset. That would be beautiful.
beautiful. Okay, Brittany. Just to dive into this feeling of gratitude a little bit more. Everyone experiences gratitude slightly differently. So for you, if you were to explain this feeling of gratitude, how it feels in your body to someone who maybe has never felt it before, how would you explain that feeling to them?
The feeling of gratitude,
But how you experience it.
how I experience gratitude, it is that feeling of everything being that a steady feeling, and just I can't even. It's such a good feel, a good
Yeah.
feeling.
Is
Just
it in your chest? Is
it's
it
in
in your
my chest.
head? Is it all over?
Yes, it's
It's in
in
your
my chest,
chest?
in my heart,
Yeah.
in the heart chakra.
Yeah. And is it so you said it's a steady feeling, which I think is beautiful. So it's a steady feeling. Is it emanating out? Is it coming in? Is there movement
It's
with it? Is
yes,
there
it's out. It's open.
it's
It's
open? It's
open.
out. Yeah. And it's a steady, sort of beautiful, expanding sort of warmth, I
Yes,
would say,
connecting,
love, gratitude.
very
Yeah. Oh,
connecting.
connecting. Okay,
Connect.
beautiful. Okay, so do you feel like this connecting feeling that's slow and steady coming out from the heart?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. I love that, Brittany. Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Thanks for jumping on the live, and thanks for introducing me to your children as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for this. This is an experience I'll never
Oh,
forget.
awesome. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Good to chat with you.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Awesome. That was great. Okay, everybody. Yes, I know we're gonna go. We're gonna do some more lives. I got to run to the bathroom real quick because I've been drinking all this water and drinking smoothies. So talk amongst yourself while I take a quick 30-second bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right. All right, everybody. I'm back from the bathroom. Um, okay. So let's do a little PSA here. It's 11:30 now, and it's currently my Saturday. So I have been trying to create a schedule to do these lives more often. I've said it before, and I will say it again. And now let's see if I can commit to this right now. I'm just going to bring up my calendar here. So Saturdays, uh, yeah, could do it on Saturdays. So this is your guys' Fridays, by the way. But maybe we do this. Maybe I'll see about this. Let's do this. Let's do Instagram lives at this time on my Saturday, which is most people's Friday watching, and that is the time zones, man. What time is it now on the west coast of America, Canada? Pacific time. What time is it? Is anyone here from the Pacific time? Tell me what time it is there. Um, what time is it in Toronto, or what time is it? It's 7:30 p.m. Is that Pacific time? Perry, Kayla, are you on the? It's 2:30 a.m. in England. Ugh, brutal. uh, okay, someone's got to tell me what time it is. No, tell me what time it is in Pacific. So Rachel's saying it's 9:30 Eastern, which I think that means it's 6:30 p.m. Okay, 7:30 Mountain time. Thank you. Okay, so we'll do 6 o'clock Pacific time, which is 7 Mountain. 6 o'clock Pacific time on Fridays, which is, I think that's 11 a.m. here in Sydney. So we'll do some Instagram lives. Yeah, 6:30 p.m. Pacific in Arizona. I thought Arizona was in Mountain Time. Huh? Didn't know that. Okay, so that'll be 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Fridays, or 11 o'clock in Australia time. Yeah, so we're gonna do some more of these. So I've been wanting to do these on a regular basis, so we'll do them one a week now, and we'll do it live on 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh man, time zone. I have an app on my phone literally just to look at different time zones to try and get it all coordinated because it's I know people from England, people from Brazil, people from all these different places. And for some people it's 2:30 in the morning. Other people it's like perfect. So you try to find a time where it works for everybody as best you can. Okay. Hello, Isabel Faith 2010. There's your shout out. Okay, so a couple questions. I'm going to answer it, and then we'll go live with the next person. A couple people have asked me what Substack is. if you already know what Substack is, congratulations, you're ahead of the curve. Substack is a great platform that I joined a couple of years ago actually, to write poetry every week, and I now call it Tuesday Reflections. And that's where the poems came from. These poetry postcards came from. Were poems that I wrote there, and then I turned them into a special poetry postcard set with QR codes. I also post my podcast there on timehascome.com, which is Substack is the host. So Substack was born out of a desire to create something similar to like a blog. I can't remember the guy's name who created Substack, but he's good. I really like his direction and what he's building there. They kept it very simple and then built on additional tools and just really helped people create a space to get long form content out there. So more space for you to breathe and digest something, not as long as like a book or a novel, longer than like maybe an article on a news site. It's a really well polished website that now has built itself to host podcasts, to host live videos, for you to share your writing, your poetry, if you're a journalist, your podcast, just to share your thoughts about whatever you're thinking about in a long format. Now you can add videos and stuff as well. I'd say probably 60% of the people on there are just doing purely writing, and they share their thoughts and their writing and their whatever. David White is on there, the poet that I would love to have on my podcast. He posts his poetry on there too, and John Cleese, the Monty Python guy, is on there. Lots of people have created accounts there on Substack now. It's a much more enjoyable platform that doesn't hijack your attention as much. Instagram with like just kind of getting that doom scroll where you're just scrolling through posts and whatnot. Substack, the way they've organized the presentation of their content and who you're subscribed to, I find is much more like classy. Like it's just better refined. It's not trying to just grab your attention, really quick stuff. So I chose Substack to start sharing my poetry, and then also posted my podcast there. And I've just kind of used that as my hub for all the stuff that I put out. So if you're a part of timehascome.com, which will lead you to my Substack page, you'll get all that stuff there, and be a part of the community. And also, if you want to join the Sovereign Creators, you can get access to some of the merch as well with this really cool eagle logo that I created. It's really fun and I really enjoy it. So that's what Substack is. It's free to join. There's memberships as well if you want to become a member, and get all those perks as well. But you get free stuff as well just to join and read the newsletters and watch the podcast and comment on when I go live on Substack as well. So that's what we do on Substack. So if you want to go live with me too, you can jump on Substack as well, because I go live on Substack, and sometimes I'll do similar to this. So I'll bring people up and we'll chat as well. It's a little different on Substack, but pretty much the same. It's pretty close. So yes, I see you. Candelaria 2025 wants to go live. Well, here's the way it goes. You hit the request to join button, the little camera button at the bottom, and then I scroll through, close my eyes, and boom, I pick somebody. That's how I do it. So it's a kind of a random thing. Perry says Substack lives are fun. Yeah, I enjoy Substack lives. We have good chats. I also like to share my thoughts about different things I'm thinking about and include people in challenges and just kind of have good quality conversations like we're doing here. Yeah. So okay, let's do. All right, let's do some questions here. Peter Harvey asked me a question. He says, "Do you remember filming in Mongolia?" I sure do. Did any of your poetry come from that trip? Ooh. No, but a song. Was it? No, was it a song? No, that wasn't. That was something else. No, but that trip is just such a pivotal point in my life. That's a good question, Peter, and maybe I will write a poem about that, to express specifically, Peter. that moment. I don't know if you're still watching, but the moment where we climbed the Gobi Desert in the early mornings before the sun came up. Um, that that was such a memorable moment for me, and that was a part of Heartland. So if you watched, I think it was like season 10 or 11, when the Ty Borden character goes to Mongolia, there was a shot. It's called an establishing shot. Just kind of give the audience a sense of where you are, and it's a big wide shot. And you see a van, a very small van, driving with dust coming up behind it. And that shot was shot by myself or Peter. I can't remember who shot it. At the top of the Gobi Desert on the sand dunes, we were climbed at the very top. We watched the sunrise, and then we saw a van driving. And I think it might have been Peter. I'm going to give Peter credit on this because I don't remember shooting this. Peter, with a cell phone. It was with a cell phone camera, shot in. I think it was like a 4K cell phone video, whatever. He shot this van driving through the early morning sunrise and the dust coming up behind it, and then you in this TV show of Heartland, they used that shot and then they cut inside the van and they made it like the van was, I think it was the van with Amy and Tim in Mongolia coming to find Ty. And I thought it was such a great, it worked so well. Anyways, we shot some early morning sunrise shots at the top of the sand dunes there, and to get those shots, we had to wake up before, I think it was like 4:30 in the morning, and then start climbing at 5:30 to get the sun at 6:30 or 7. And then when we were climbing the sand dunes, we would, take 2 steps up, and then we would be falling back 1 step. So for every 2 steps forward, you'd only actually get 1 step because you're kind of falling at the same time. And then because it was dark, we couldn't see. We only had 1 headlamp. I don't know why we didn't have 2. We only had 1, so whoever's in front would have the headlamp, and the other person was just to follow them. And at some point, Peter had eaten a protein bar in the morning for breakfast, and he started feeling sick. So he's like, "I'm not feeling so well." And I was like, "All right, no worries." He's like, "Here's the headlamp. You keep going. I'm gonna, I'll catch up," kind of thing. So I keep going, and then I turn around at one point, and he's not there anymore. And I'm like, "Peter!" And I can't see him. The light doesn't go it doesn't go very far. And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I just puked." He's like, "That protein bar couldn't stay down." So he's like, "Keep going. We gotta catch the sunrise." So I was like, "All right." So I kept going and got to the top. And when I got there, he was not far behind me, but I just remember him yelling out that he had just puked because he ate that protein bar too early in the morning, and then after that exercise, couldn't keep it down. So Mongolia was fantastic. That was my story about climbing the sand dunes. I don't think I have the photo here with me. It is, where is that photo? Oh, it's in my storage locker in my trailer. There's a beautiful photo that Peter took of me there up on the top of the mountain, and I got that. I had that made into. Did I have that made into? Someone gave it to me. I can't remember. I have a beautiful painting of it. It's like a picture of it. Did Peter give that to me? Peter, if he did, I can't remember. But I have a beautiful picture of it, and I think Peter did give it to me. It's an amazing one that I have. I hang on my wall. That reminds me of that wonderful moment. So yeah, Dia says, do you still own your trailer? I sold my motorhome like 2 days ago, like yesterday, to a friend. But I still have the little travel trailer that I pulled behind it. Is that the one where you're laying on the sand? Yeah, but I think the one that is in this painting is actually where I'm like sitting. I think it's where I'm sitting. But yeah, there was a couple photos of me like laying in the sand, being like, "Oh, made it." And then I had a little gratitude prayer and meditation. I just sat there and gave thanks for that moment because it was such a cool part of my life. Such a cool chapter. Okay. Let's get to it. We're gonna bring up some more people to chat. Just find out who you are, where you're from, what you love, what you're into, and then so I can give away some more of these poetry postcards. And then, like I said, if you're just joining now and you want one of these are free with a little poem on the back. All you gotta do is send me a little letter to that PO box at the pinned comment there. So we can send you guys something for free. Rachel says, were you always a poet growing up, or did you find out that you had a gift after the show? Well, the answer to that question, Rachel, is I never considered myself a poet because I did not like at all in English class. I really, really did not like it. And I almost failed too. And then I had to get a tutor, private classes and stuff, so I could graduate high school. Um, it was actually started because I was going through some hard times when I was younger, and my mom said, "Here's a journal." She's like, "I know you don't probably want to talk to me about what you're going through, but here's a journal. Write stuff down. Just get it out of your head." And so that's what I did. I just started writing, uh, you know, anything and everything, kind of like a diary or like a journal kind of thing. And then I kind of got bored with that. I was kind of like, I don't really just want to like write like today this happened. So it was more of a challenge for me to try and express what I was feeling with metaphors and like imagery, because I was like, it's hard for me to say I'm angry and really that feel like accurate. So I would write, a lot of angry sort of metaphors about what I was feeling, or sadness, or even some good times too. But mostly it was difficult things when I was younger. And I would use imagery and metaphors to try and get out what I was feeling inside, because it was painful and I didn't know how to express it. So I used metaphors to do that. And I had this document. Eventually, I didn't want to write it on a journal anymore because I didn't want anybody to find it because it was so personal. So I went on my computer and I created a Word document that I thought no one would be able to find. And I made this weird name. And then every time I was going through something, I just go to that document and I just start writing. And excuse me, eventually, I don't remember how it came up. In one of my conversations with a coach that I had, like a life coach, it came up that I had done some writing, and he's like, "Oh, like, why don't you put that in a book and get it out there and share it with people?" And I was like, "No one wants to read my writing. Like, it's just me, sharing what I'm going through." And he's like, "No, like, you should put it in a book." And he's trying to challenge me for this, and I just wasn't biting. I was just kind of like, I don't know, man. It doesn't really like inspire me. Like, I'm not interested. And then he did know what inspired me. He did know what uh, got me excited, or got me sort of motivated. And he says, "Well, why don't you put it in a book? Why don't you sell the book and then donate all the money you make to that charity that you like?" And I was like, "Oh, now I can't say no because this charity is really important to me. Uh, Charity to protect, young kids and help them out after they'd gone through abuse." And so I was like, well, if I say no now, it's just selfish because I could do this. And if nothing else, maybe, 5 people buy the book and then I can donate, whatever it was. I didn't make a lot of money off the first book. It was like maybe $1 or $2 each book I sold, because of the distributor that made the books charged a lot of money. So I ended up not making a ton of money with that one, but I was able to donate money from that. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I did it. And then I found ways to cut costs and be able to donate more. So that was how I started writing, and I was surprised people actually liked it. And I put a collection of photography that I'd done for probably like a span of like 5 to 10 years, photographs that I had been taking throughout my life, and I just found some of the ones I really liked, and I matched it up with poems, and I put it out there. Um, I think I sold a couple thousand copies, which is pretty good for having never done that before. So I was able to donate some money to charity, which was great. And then people kept asking me like, "When's your next book?" And I was like, "I never planned on writing the first one." Okay. And so that's when the next coach that I was working with, he gave me this great message. And maybe you're at this place in your life right now where you want to write a book, you want to do something, you want to create, but you just don't feel ready. You just don't know where to start. Um, or maybe there's too many things. You think it's too many steps. This is what the coach that I was working with at the time, Nick Santanastasso, great guy. If you're not following Nick, you can check him out. He said if I'm paraphrasing what he effectively said, but it was something along the lines of jump and build the plane in the air. So just do it. Just start, and you'll figure out how to build the plane as you're falling, as you're doing it. Now, build the plane in the air. Yeah. Well, we're back. The live was cut. I don't know why. It's normally they cut it after an hour, but this is part 2 of Let's Chat. We were talking about the yes, I'm back. I was just chatting about building the plane in the air, and then all of a sudden just went, your live video has ended. So hello again, everybody. Oh, good, everybody's coming back. That's great. That was quick. I don't know what happened. It just stopped. But we're talking about building the plane in the air, and if you're like, hey, I want to write a book. I want to do something, but I'm nervous. I'm scared. There's too many steps. I don't know I don't even know where to start with writing my own book or building my own business or whatever. Nick Santanastasso gave me some great advice, and he said, build a plane in the air, which effectively means you take that leap of faith and you'll find a way. Now, that doesn't mean be irrational and crazy and do something that's going to harm you or people that you love. You can still be smart about it, but it means getting over that initial fear that's holding you back. That's like, oh, I couldn't do this, or I'm not a writer, or some identity that's that's not me. I could never do that. It's just take that step. And so that's what I did with my second book. And I'm inviting you to think about in your life how you could do the same, and just start. And it doesn't have to be something crazy. When I started writing poetry on timehascome.com on Substack, I just literally wrote a poem, and then I made a video of me talking about the poem, and then I used my iPhone, I just recorded myself talking about this, and then I uploaded it. And then over time I got better cameras, and I got drones, and I found a groove. I found something that I just really liked. And that's what eventually became my next book and these poetry postcards and Project Eagle and the August Writing Challenge and then the Members Poetry Book. So much came out of that, just taking that leap of faith, just building the plane in the air, just going for it. So sometimes it doesn't work, and that's okay. Sometimes you try things and you're like, oh, that's not working. It's not hitting. That's okay. It's not meant to always be this big thing. Sometimes when I write poetry, I won't share it with anybody. I'll be like, that's just for me. Like, it's not meant to be that. So one of the things that I will do now when I approach any creative project or path in life is I do my very best to just do it, just try, and then let it unfold and let it show me where it's meant to go, what's meant to come from it. My job is to show up. My job is to pour my heart, my inspiration, my attention, my energy into it, to give it my best, and then listen and let it show me where it wants to go. It's in there. It's embedded within the creation, how it's meant to evolve and expand. Which I have found using that approach most of the time will help me stay away from getting trapped in my ego by trying to impress people or trying to come across a certain way, and instead just create, just give, just share, and honor what's coming forward the best that I can. So if you're someone that is listening to this and you're wanting to create something, you've been itching to start a business or write a book or even poetry for that matter, that's my invitation to you. That's my story for you, that maybe this Instagram live and you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I want to try, but I don't know, I'm not that good. I'm not a poet. I'm just somebody who started writing because I needed to express myself. And, as it evolved, there were steps along the way that led me to this place here. And there's many other things that I've tried that went nowhere, but it was super beneficial for me to explore it. I learned something from it. So the key message that I'm trying to get across to you here is, if there's something inside that you want to create, you want to try, but there's a fear holding you back, just take that next step, build the plane in the air, try, just go for it. and you'll be shown, it'll show you what it's meant to be. If it's just for you to build your confidence, if it's for you to just express yourself, it's for you to try and learn something or meet somebody, it'll show itself to you. You'll see it, you can feel it, and you're like, wow, I'm glad I listened and I overcame that fear. So that's my message about that. Crow Production says, amazing, Graham. You got a lot of us to just right. Exactly. You just create, and then you fine tune it and you work on it. It's not something that has to be perfect. It's not something that you compare to other people. It's not about that. You have your own unique journey. You have your own expression. You have your own experience of life. And it's not about that. If you want to refine, if you want to improve your vocabulary and your rhyming and you want to really study poetry, great, awesome. But just because you don't doesn't mean you can't write. You can do whatever you want. Create. And one of the beautiful things about it too is that sometimes with it not being perfect, most of the time actually I should say, with it not being perfect, then other people go, oh wow, Graham spelled that word wrong. Or he forgot a comma. Like, man, like if I could get that, maybe I could do this. Like, it's, you know, or it just brings a human element to it that you feel connected to, you know? That's one of the, and this is a side tangent, and then we'll jump to some people that have requested to join. A side tangent here is with AI and what AI creates. The beauty of listening to somebody speak from their heart, write from their heart, create from their heart, make mistakes, is that you can see the individual soul, the spirit of that person adjusting, working, evolving, growing, contributing. There is a beautiful, I can't remember what it's called in Japanese. It's like, I think it's called ikagi or something. It's this like the way it's referring to like if a cup or something breaks and then they repair it and then they seal it back together. It's this beautiful. It's the beauty is in the breaks, in the process of bringing it back together. It inspires our soul because we all know that none of us are perfect. None of us are going to hit all our perfect grammar or have the best writing when we first start. We all know that. So we actually are more deeply inspired and moved by people that make mistakes, that get up and try again. And with AI, there's this short-term gratification of like, wow, it took what I was thinking and made it so much better, and it makes it feel like it's your own. And I have nothing against AI. It's a beautiful tool, and you can use it for many different creative ways. But don't let it take away your journey. Don't let it take away your authentic expression of your experience of being alive and the things you're working on and you know, having trouble with. Believe it or not, that is the secret sauce that AI will never mimic. I will never be able to accurately recreate. It'll probably try and mimic it, but I don't think it'll be very good at it. There is something that is embedded within your creation, with how you show up in the world, that is nourishing to other souls by you just being you and doing your best, and at the same time making mistakes and then correcting yourself and you know, correcting that spelling, let's say, or improving your photography skills or whatever it is. There's a beauty and a nourishment at the soul level that comes from that versus the perfect AI photograph, poem, writing, essay, whatever, right? You got to honor your own journey in that, and that's my message about that. DGOT Chow says, I love the way you talk. It's so inspiring. Well, thank you, DG. I appreciate that. Alexa says, go live with me, please, and save this chat show. I can watch it later. Show you can watch it later. I think you meant to say so you can watch it later. I'm assuming. So Alexa, the way I do this is I randomly pick somebody to go live with, and we chat with them, and then you will win a little prize pack of my poetry postcards. Bam, 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 bam. And then I'll message you. I will message you, not a scammer or a representative. I will message you and get your details so that I can send you these poetry postcards, which I will talk about. Each one of them I created the backgrounds, the textures. I picked the paper stock, so I wanted something that felt like thick, but not too thick. Felt good in the hand. I designed both of the graphics on the front and the back with the QR codes. Each one, I tried my best to find imagery that would go with the poems that I felt was reflective of the feelings that I was going for. So we got Journey, While You Wander. This is Journey into Wonder. I got two wonder poems. One of my favorite poems, Simple Silent Strength. And I really like this one. You can see like the wall here. Got like a little cracks. Just get the texture, right? And on the back, you get that nice line right through the QR code. It's fun. Yeah, and my honesty one. It's good. It's great. And then you get this little sign card for me too. So for those people that get to come up here and chat with me, I will send you a pack of these. And you can watch the poems, you can add your comments to them, and you can reflect. And hopefully share your own as well. Write your own stuff as well. Create your own stuff. And if you don't get a pack of them and you want a pack of them, they're on my website. You can get them there too. Okay, so we had Brittany. So Brittany's a winner. And she came up and shared her magic painting about gratefulness and gratitude. Slowly, constantly emanating from her heart. Just going out and connecting her to everything, which I thought was beautiful. And all her 3 kids, which was great. She's from Ontario. Okay, we're going to bring up somebody else now. Here we go. So if you want to join, before I do this, if you want to join, there's a button at the bottom of your screen. You got to click that button, and you can ask to join, and then I'll randomly choose somebody. Okay, here we go. All right. If you're not still watching, I don't know what happens. Didn't work. So I don't know what's going on. All right, let's try. James wasn't there, so boom. Oh, wait, I got to close my eyes. April Woods. April Woods, if you're there, you're going to win. I'm going to put winners here.
Oh my gosh.
April.
Oh my gosh.
How are you?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Excellent.
good. Just relaxing.
I see that. You look like you got a nice couch there you're relaxing on. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm in my living room.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And where are
My
you,
daughter.
April? Oh, nice. Oh, look at a nice, beautiful photo wall.
Yeah.
Where in the world are you?
I live in Texas.
In Texas. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I'm just writing your username here so I can send you a message after so I can give you these poetry postcards. April Marie _82. Okay, so April, I'm going to send you a message from my account. Please don't accept messages for any other scammers, but I'm going to send you a message and get some details from you so I can send you these poetry cards.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. But I wanted to learn about you. So April, you're living in Texas. You got kids. I see on your wall there. What do you love to do for fun? What takes up most of your time?
What do I love to do for fun? I like to travel.
Okay.
I like to be outside. Yeah, I'm a single mom, so I just kind of do a lot of working and just taking care of my kid. I love to hang out with my kiddo.
Nice.
She's almost 15.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you do for work, April?
I do all the admin for our construction department for drainage and erosion.
Oh, cool. Wow. So that's probably a lot of work then?
Oh, yes. Very.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on a Friday night sitting here relaxing because I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Okay, so you like to travel as well, you said. So where's some of your favorite places you've gone traveling to?
Well, we like to go, like this past weekend, we went to Oklahoma for a vacation.
Oh, cool.
Just a
Okay.
little mini vacay, do jet skis and kayaking and anywhere on the water, I'm happy.
Nice. Yeah, I like that too. It's very calming.
Yeah.
Did you drive there? Did you fly? How far away is Oklahoma?
No, I drove. It was like 2 hours away.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. I like to go to Broken Bow. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
What is
Kokomo,
it?
Oklahoma. It's this place where people like to go kayaking and go like to the park and
Oh,
stay,
cool.
in the cabins and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. Any kind of water sports.
Yeah, nice. And what does your
Yeah.
daughter like to do? She's like water sports?
Yeah, she loves to be out
Oh,
in the
in the
water. She
water.
loved the jet ski. That was both of our first time doing the jet ski.
Did
Yeah.
you double or did you both
Yeah,
ride on your own?
no, double, because she's not old enough.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
however, we found out she could go and do get some kind of certification that she could drive in
Oh, yeah.
when she turns 15.
Oh, nice.
Or yeah, she'll be 15 in August. So.
She'll probably pretty excited to do that then. Do that
Oh
herself.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was disappointed she had to ride with mom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At that age when you're like, no, I just want to do it myself.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
April, tell me, I ask everybody on my podcast this magic painting question, and I would love to hear your answer to this as well, because I just find it such a fun question. Have you heard me ask people this question before?
Well, I don't know what question is it.
The magic painting question?
No.
Okay, great. Awesome. So you have no idea what's coming. So on my podcast, I ask people this question because I really enjoy learning from people their answers to this. So it goes like this. April, if you had on your wall, let's say in your living room there, a giant painting, and it was this magic painting that anytime you looked at it, you could feel any feeling you wanted to feel to any degree that you wanted to feel it. What feeling would you choose, and what would be on your painting to represent that for you?
I would say the feeling of peace.
Mm.
And what would be on my painting? Maybe a mural of like water.
Okay.
And maybe like dolphins.
Oh, all right.
Like dolphins are my favorite, and water makes me so peaceful.
Yeah, beautiful. So obviously blues then, maybe lots of blues. Would you have the sun or would there be any other colors? Or would it be mostly like blues with dolphins?
I would say some sun, maybe like a sunset.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is the painting, are you underwater? Are you above water? How are you looking at this?
I say like in a boat or, on top the water, just so I could see across the water and the
Okay, okay.
dolphins and stuff like that.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so talk to me about this feeling of, you said it's peace, right?
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me about peace. Is it peace after a long, hard day? Is it peace where you feel totally centered and grateful? What kind of peace is it that you feel, April, that is like, that you would get to feel when you look at this painting?
I would say just peaceful in general, just calm thoughts, peacefulness. That's just kind of how I feel when I'm around water. Like,
Ah,
just so relaxed, and just everything that would bother me just kind of just goes away for a little while.
okay, so it's like a cleansing piece that kind of like
Yeah.
wipes you clean, and then the thoughts and all
Yeah.
that stuff just kind of move away.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Now, in that state of peace, after all that stuff has been removed from you and you feel that peace, are there any other feelings that kind of emerge after you've been cleansed?
With that setting, I would say happiness.
Mm.
Yeah, because that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Just to be relaxed and by water, and if I could be around dolphins, one of my goals is to swim with dolphins. Like I would probably cry because I think it's so cool. I just love dolphins.
Wow.
But
Wow. Okay,
yeah,
so there would be a peace that then builds into a happiness that would then, maybe you were in the painting swimming with the dolphins then.
yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that. I love that. Okay, great. So the reason I ask people this question, April, is because it really is fun for me to understand what people lights them up, and like this, obviously this piece then leads into this happiness of you swimming with dolphins, which I go, that sounds amazing. I would love to do that too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
I, as an actor, get to like experience this unique type of peace and happiness that you feel around being around the water and such.
Yeah.
And I get to learn from it. And also everyone else watching goes, oh wow, like, like that's super cool. Like, I don't know April, but I love that feeling that she just shared.
Yeah.
And when I ask people this question on my podcast, it also is so cool to hear them talk about their painting and how it is so closely connected to either their work or something that they're, like their personality. So I hope that in your life, April, there's some opportunity for you to take people out on the water and swim with dolphins, because that to me just seems like April at the max, like
Yeah,
just being like, you
absolutely.
know, would that be even in the wheelhouse of possibilities for you as like something you ever want to do in
Oh,
the
I'm
future?
going to make it happen.
You're gonna make it
Oh
happen.
yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh yeah. It's gonna happen.
Have you never swam with dolphins
I've
before?
never swum with
Okay.
dolphins.
Okay.
No, I'm
Well,
gonna make it
I'm
happen.
I'm gonna hold that vision with you as well. That I can see you swimming with dolphins, having a great time, and being like, I remember when we talked about that on Instagram Live. And please, if you when you do this, I'm gonna say when you do this,
Okay,
please send me a message, and I'd love to share in that with you, because I
I
think
will
that's a
do
beautiful
it.
vision to
I
create.
will do it for sure. I will for sure.
Awesome, April. Well, great chatting with you. Thanks for hopping
You
on here and saying hello.
too. Oh my gosh, this is so cool! I get to talk to you. Listen, I have to tell
Oh
you,
yes.
I fell in love with Heartland. I got really, really sick.
Okay.
In January.
Oh no.
And so I was sick for like a couple of weeks, and then just like I feel like I had COVID, but it just never showed up positive. And then so I was just no energy for like weeks. 18 seasons. I watched
You
them all
binged
in a
it.
couple of
You
months.
binged it.
I did. I got so
Jeez.
sick and I had no energy. My poor daughter was
Mm.
going to tell you that.
Well, thank you for sharing, and I'm glad you enjoyed the show, even if it was 18 seasons in a very short amount of time.
Now I'm stuck having to wait on each, episode. But I guess you being on there, so.
Well, thank you. I had a lot of fun doing that show as well. It was a lot of fun for me. But good to chat with you,
Yeah.
April, and I'll send you a
You too.
message afterwards as well, and we'll get your details so I can send you these postcards
Okay.
here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, April. All
Have
the
a good night.
best. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Excellent. That was fun. April from Texas, and we had Brittany from Ontario. Great times, guys. Great times. I think we're gonna wrap this up and call it a day. So we got two of these going out for people. We got these cards, which are free. So if you send a message, we lost the pinned comment here. Give me a second here. We'll pin the comment again. It is PO Box 11110. Okotoks Station, Maine. In Okotoks, excuse me, getting smoothie burps. Alberta, and the postal code. We call it postal codes in Canada. It's like our zip code. T1S1B2, and that's in Canada. All right, that is in comment. That is the mailing address if you want to get one of these for free. For free. You can get one of these for free. So it's got a poem on it, and then got a little message from me on the back with it's a printed signature, but it's still my signature. I send those out for free for people that want that. You can use it as a bookmark. You can put it on your fridge. You can put it on your coffee table. You can use it as a frisbee, whatever you want to do. And then these are my poetry postcards that I sell on my website. They have the QR code on the back that you scan with your phone, and then it takes you to a video, and then you can watch the video with me talking about the poem and inviting you into a reflection. And you can share your thoughts and your feedback and your experience as well, because that's really what I'm interested in, is you guys and your growth and what you're creating and what you're experiencing. So thank you to April and Brittany for joining this chat and hanging out. Just going to go to the bottom of the comments here. Yeah, this has been fantastic, guys. Hello, Vivian Kira. You have a lot of Indian fans here. Awesome. All the way from India. What time is it in India? Here from in India right now. Yeah, so just so you guys all know, if there's anybody trying to private message you, pretending to be me, it's not me. It's got to come from this account that's got the little star beside it. or the what's a check mark. That's how you know it's a verified account. That's how you know it's me. There's so many scammers out there pretending to be me, so be very, very careful out there. That's why I said I'm going to message Brittany and April myself so that there is no confusion from the scammers that are probably watching this right now. So yeah, if you want one of these free cards, you just got to write a letter to the address at the bottom of your screen, and my team will ship you one of these in the mail. And if you want the poetry postcards pack, it's on my website. You go check those out, and you get these ordered and sent to you as well. Hope you guys had fun. Tomorrow, I'm going live with my Sovereign Creators. Bam! This is the Sovereign Creators logo that I created. It's a eagle. It's like a flying eagle, and we're going to be chatting about the essence of being a sovereign creator tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. We're also going to be doing giveaways. So we're going to be giving away some of the merch to those members of timehascome.com that are at the top tier called Sovereign Creator. So we're going to be doing that. Looking forward to seeing you, Lisa, tomorrow as well. And everybody else that's here that is a sovereign creator. Please save this chat. Yes, I saved the other one as well. So it should be saved as well. Hello, Ivory. This was a great live, says Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. PLB 3359 says I would like to get a card. Then just send me a letter to the address at the bottom of the screen there, the pinned comment. Lisa has the blue one. So Lisa says she's got one of these. She likes it. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, there's the eagle at the top. So that's the inspiration for this guy. The eagle perspective, right? You get that higher perspective, the power of the eagle, the freedom of the eagle. I love it. Sonia's looking forward to the chat tomorrow as well. Christine Davies is wearing her t-shirt. Amazing. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow, Kathy. Jane, I'm sad I'll miss you tomorrow. Hopefully you can catch the replay. Hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. Purple Rose. Hello, Isabel Faith, 2010. Molly says, bro, I miss you on Heartland. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun telling those stories on that show. That was good. Good times. And I'm glad that you missed the character as opposed to not even caring that the character's gone. Vicky says, have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, Graham. Cheers, Vicky. All right. Alicia says, do you read the letters? Yes. So currently, I should say, but currently, because I'm in Australia, if you sent one tomorrow and it arrived in like a week, I probably wouldn't get it before my assistant got it. But when I'm back in Canada, I will be picking up the mail and I will be reading the letters. And that's what I like to do because every once in a while, do I have one of them here? In my journal. Hold on a second. Because I have some letters that I keep with me as golden tickets, as I call them. So I have a few of them here. So people have written me letters, and I keep them with me. And I read them, and it reminds me of the beautiful blessing of my life and how I have been able to give my gifts and impact another person's life that, hopefully I'll get to meet one day, but maybe not. Even if I don't get to meet them, they've wrote me a beautiful letter about my work or about their growth or about reconnecting with their father that they hadn't spoken to in years. And it touches my heart, and it is so powerful and beautiful that I keep those ones. And I hold them in my journal. And I give thanks to God for the beautiful blessing of my life. And I'm so grateful that I did not end my own life when I was feeling very down and in dark moments in my life. I'm very grateful that I'm still here. And so I use those letters as good points of reflection of my own points of gratitude and appreciation for my life. And so many people have stepped into my life and inspired me and helped me along my way. And that's what I endeavor to do my very best, to share my gifts and share my journey in a way that whatever someone is going through, that they might benefit from, and they might be able to take another step forward when they feel really challenged. So I do my best to read all the letters that I can because there's beautiful letters from people. Some people just want to say hello. Some people want to share their story of their faith. Some people want to tell me a story. Some people have, specific moments that are really powerful for them and they need to share with me. And so I do my best to honor all that and read as many of the letters as I can when I'm in town. Obviously, right now I'm not in Canada, so my assistant is helping me with my mail and picking that up for me. But it's beautiful, and I really appreciate that. So, Isabel, I thought I did give you a shout out already. I said, Isabel, what's up? All right, back to the bottom of the comments here. So Isabel, I don't message people privately, and the main reason for that is because there's so many scammers out there that I just need to have a policy of just I don't do that so that people don't get scammed, right? Because then some people will be like, I heard that he messages people privately and we can talk with him. Like, no, that's not how it works. Can't do that. Because there's so many people that get scammed. I apologize, but that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Alicia says, when do you get back? I would love to share. Alicia, I get back probably end of July. Is my possible? I haven't booked my tickets yet, but I'm going back to Canada for a bit to work with Carrie James and do some errands and do some errands and whatnot back in Canada. All right, my friends, those are the questions. That's what I wanted to do with you all, and we'll do this next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is Saturday, 10 a.m. No, 11 a.m. in Australia. But we'll do this next Friday. So if you're joining now, or if you want to, do this again, you didn't get to chat, but you wanted to chat next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Time. Whatever I don't know, the standard or daylight, whatever it is, just Pacific time, 6 p.m. Pacific time, next Friday. We're going to do this again. All right, everyone. I'm going to go finish some more work. I got some other work to do now, so I'm going to head out. But thank you for joining this live stream. I appreciate it. Sorry for the little hiccup there. I don't know why we had a little, it cancelled. Good day. Good day. Cheerio. That's it. We're done. Yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed it. Thanks, Brittany, and thanks, April, for hanging out. I'm going to go send you ladies a message right now, get your details to send you off these cards. Enjoy your night. Have a great weekend. Peace and love. All the best and continued blessings, my friends.